Are you going to the Singapore Grand Prix for the first time? Are you looking for tips and tricks about going to the Singapore Grand Prix from someone who's done it before? Hi, my name is Lauren. I have been to 4 Grand Prix so far, 3 in Australia, 1 in Singapore, and I will be at the Singapore Grand Prix later this year. By no means am I an expert on actually going to a Grand Prix, but these are just some of the things that have actually helped me as someone who's done several Grand Prix before. As you guys know, I put out a video last week in regards to some of the things that people have been asking me since I have started making these videos. And I thought I'd actually do another video on top of that, and that's about what's the best day to actually fly in and things surrounding about flights and things like that. I didn't actually go too much in depth about flights in that other video, and I thought, well, I kind of missed out on that whole thing, especially when I did a video in regards to what you need to do to actually get into Singapore. So this one is a little bit more about what day is the best day to actually fly into Singapore, plus also when is the best time to actually book flights and things like that. And personally, from my own experiences, I've always actually flown on the Wednesday into Singapore, and the major reason is flight cancellations. As we all know, flight cancellations are basically the bane of every first worlders experience and existence, basically. And one of the major reasons why I do actually fly on the Wednesday is because I actually have a day in lieu, being the Thursday, to actually arrive into Singapore as well. So in the case, if I was actually to have my flight cancelled, I still have an extra day up my sleeve where I actually can get to Singapore. But it doesn't really matter so much if I actually arrive into Singapore on time and fly in on the Wednesday. Having that Thursday off actually gives me an opportunity to recover from a long flight. That you can sleep, you can recover, you can go for short walks, you can do things maybe touristy wise that would be actually super helpful for you. So that's the reason why I fly in on the Wednesday, purely because of the fact that flight cancellations are a real thing. So actually having that extra day in lieu means that I don't miss out on the Grand Prix action because of the fact that my flight got cancelled. And I've seen a lot of people out there who are arriving Friday morning, and this puts them at huge risk because their flight could get cancelled and they may miss out on the entire Grand Prix weekend because of that. But let's move on to when is the best time to actually book flights. Now this is going to vary on where you actually are living and also what day you want to fly in as well. Because usually for Singapore, anything from Thursday onwards, the more expensive it gets. So when is the best time to actually book flights? Usually after you've secured tickets. I think that's probably the best option. However, if you do want to sort of preemptively know that you are going to the Grand Prix and you've got all your leave approved and everything like that, and you can actually 100% commit that you are going, I would book flights basically the day that the F1 calendar actually drops. However, there is actually a catch with this. Airlines don't put out tickets on sale more than 350 days before that date. So if you can't actually book your flight immediately, it's usually the rule of thumb that airlines will actually start releasing tickets about 350 days in advance. The earlier you get your tickets, the more likely they will be cheaper than any other time they are on sale. But these might be things that might be different for you. Personally, with flights, I would shop around. Like accommodation, like I said, with accommodation and things like that, it certainly doesn't hurt to actually shop around, see what the cheapest option is for you and the most convenient option is for you. So I hope you do find this information helpful. However, rule of thumb, usually flight tickets are usually released about 350 days in advance. And also, I 100% swear by flying in on a Wednesday, purely because of the risk of flight cancellations, but also using hopefully the Thursday as an opportunity to recover from your travel day. All right, peace out, guys.